Hello everybody, this is jaydenshaunts, and today we have to unbox and set up is the new for 2024 Home Depot Jack of Spades. Jack of Spades here is honestly one of my favorite animatronics here. Not only for how awesome and unique he is, but his price point. This animatronic is only 150 bucks. And he's got, I believe, 3 motions if I'm not mistaken. I believe his head, mouth, and arm move. And then you can also make him sit down with an added accessory that he has in the box. So upon opening his box, right at the top here, right away is his base. Right there. And the welding on his base does look pretty good. And there's even supports on it. I didn't expect to see supports, since he doesn't have any crazy grand motion. Some leg foam. There's his head there. This is an arm. This is a piece for when he sits. I can't pull that out just yet, but I don't know what I can pull out without breaking it. So here is his head. Kind of a gold dark color. I really like that. Here is his hand that has the bourbon and the cigar, and then his bag with his playing cards. And his playing cards are hard plastic, not cardboard like I was expecting, which I love that that is not cardboard, because cardboard is garbage on these animatronics. There is his suit with the sensor, his pants, and his hat. These are the parts for when you make him sit down. So when you do for that is you sit this on the edge of a chair. Guess if I can do it like that, have those legs out, and then you snap lock this to there, and then have these floppy legs with the leg foam over it. That is really cool. I love that he has an added feature. There is another leg foam, another arm, which I presume this is going to be the one that moves because of the armatures that are there on it. This is going to come out bringing a lot of different things. Okay, so there is a hip loop, the control box, the motors. I guess that's his chest. He's pretty buff, actually. And that bag did have a shoe in it, and it did fall out, as it is right here. And his shoes are hard plastic, and they're really detailed. Look at those. Those are awesome. See? Hard plastic. There's the other one. And here are his poles. There. His neck, which is vinyl, not latex. It's awesome. And then his adapter. So let's get all of these parts laid out. Make sure I have everything. Make sure you have everything. And we'll get to his setup. Here is everything that the Jack of Spades comes with. You have the base, the hat, the pants, the shirt with the sensor, the 4 various leg poles, the 2 pieces of leg foam, the waist bracket, the hand with a cigar and glass of bourbon, his head, his neck, his hand with his playing cards of Dead Man's Hand, the instructions, the shoulder frame with the muscular chest plate, the 2 motors and the control box, his 2 feet, the adapter, 2 various arms, 1 stationary, 1 with armature and wiring, and then the 2 optional pieces that will be included if you do want him to sit down. Let's get to his setup. The first thing that you're going to do is snap lock both of your poles labeled C into the base, and then you're going to locate both of your feet, and when facing the back of him, on the right hand side you're going to have your foot labeled E, and on the left hand side you're going to have your foot labeled D. Now we are going to snap lock on both of his leg poles labeled F into the C poles. Next, go ahead and locate both of your pieces of leg foam and slide those onto your leg assembly. Next, we're going to locate bag H that has his pants and slide those on over what we have assembled currently. When attaching Spades pants, make sure you have the straps in the back. Now we are going to attach the assembly. Next, locate this part labeled I, and we are going to snap lock that on to our current assembly. These dangly legs do stay on, and they will just slide down through his pant legs. After attaching this assembly with the wobbly legs, go ahead and attach your hip bracket, and now locate your main assembly with the control box and all of the motors and the shoulder frame, and we are going to snap lock that on right here. Now we are going to throw on over his shirt. After attaching his shirt, we are going to start attaching his arms. Please note that the one arm with the bar will have to be attached to the motor with the clevis pin that is on the other side. You have to take this clip off, slide on over the white cap that I cannot seem to keep in my hand, clip that on to ensure it does not come off, so that way the motion of the glass and cigar comes up to Jack of Spades' mouth. After attaching the animated arm with the cotter pin, go ahead and attach the normal arm with just the standard fork connector. While we are back here, this would be a great time to just go ahead and get ahead of the game on some of your wiring, such as the wiring that will need to go to the lights for his cigar that is in this arm, and plugging in his sensor. Now we're going to attach his head, which will also have some various wires and cables down in the body that do need to be plugged in. When attaching Spades' head, do not forget about his neck. He will have a white clip with a red and black wire and a red adapter cable coming from his head to power his eyes and mouth motion. Do not forget to plug those in. Now would be a great time to take a look at the control box, because after this set we will have to Velcro him up and attach his overalls. Go ahead and plug in your adapter, set him to your desired what you would like him to be at. There is sensor, off, and constant function. The constant function he will run, as you would think, constantly until he is unplugged or turned off. He also has step pad, which you will plug him in for that when he is in the off motion. I'm going to set him to sensor and turn his volume about maybe just a third of the way from the max, and we're going to Velcro him up now. After Velcroing up the back of Spades' shirt, go ahead and attach the Velcro that wraps all the way around his shirt to ensure that none of it falls down while he is in motion. Then pull over the straps and attach the Velcro points that are on top of his shoulders and right at his pant line. Now we're going to go ahead and attach his hands. The hand with the cards is just a simple fork connection. The hand with the cigar and glass of bourbon will have a wire that you will need to plug in, and there is a clevis pin or cotter pin that will need to be attached. Make sure you do that so the glass does not fall out when it is in motion. Lastly, go ahead and attach Spades' hat, and now go ahead, situate his clothing, make him look nice and presentable, plug him in, and watch him go. And here he is, all set up and ready to go. He has 5 phrases. We will go through all of them, and I will give you my overall thoughts on them right after.
Are you feeling lucky, punk? Well, you better be, because you're playing with the best. I've seen it all and won it all. From cheaters to cowards, kings to beggars. But don't let that scare you. The buy-in is just your soul. Hey, guys and dolls, take a seat, pour yourself a drink, and let's see if you've got the skills to match your courage. If you can beat me, you'll earn my respect and get to keep your soul. And trust me, that is not an easy feat. Just ask the other 4 spirits here. No one has made it out alive. Welcome to my game, mortal. I'm the dealer who always knows when to hold 'em and when to fold 'em. My bony fingers have dealt with the best and the worst. So you think you've got what it takes to outsmart me? Then take a seat and let's see what you're made of. I deal in fear and fortune. Whiskey, cigars, and a deck of cards are all I need to make your nightmares come true. Don't let my skeletal appearance fool ya. I know how to play this game. The question is, do you, kid? Well, look at that. Looks like I have myself a dead man's hand. Lucky for you that it was dealt to me, since I don't have any skin in the game. But then again, I don't have any skin at all.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the new for 2024 Jack of Spades from the Home Depot. I am really loving this prop. There is a lot of detail packed into this prop for a $149 price point, such as just the simple deck of cards that is not only hard plastic, but it also displays his dead man's hand. Another thing is his costume is really high quality. I wasn't expecting quality it has. This clip is actually metal and it is even functional. The head, a lot of people complained about clacking on Dean. Dean did have a lot of issues before with the jaw clacking. This guy does not have any issues with the jaw clacking. I'm very happy about that. The added just ice in the glass, and not only that, the cigar also has a pulsing light in it to resemble the fiery ember effect of it. The rings and all of the paint job of his hands is just absolutely phenomenal. I don't have any complaints about this prop at all. It is made really well. The mechanisms are your standard motors that you see on majority of SVI products. I don't see them failing. Some really cool like hidden details are the fact that his sensor is hidden as a button on his pocket. His suspenders are great. His feet are very highly detailed. There is a cat roaming around him right now, but he's done really well. I absolutely love him. I do think I like him more than Dean the Deathologist. I'm not quite sure. I'd have to put them both side by side and run Dean through again just to see, but overall I do think I like this guy a lot better than Dean. I love that he has the ability to have him sit down at your bar or at a table in a chair. It's a really well done prop, and for $149 you are getting a bargain with a 3-motion 6 foot, over 6 foot actually, animatronic. If you have the opportunity to grab this guy, I highly recommend him. He is amazing for that price point. You are not going to find a better deal. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, and subscribe.
Lucky for you that it was dealt to me, since I don't have any skin in the game. But then again, I don't have any